started.
Corby. Okay, well, let's start off with d4 again. And wonder what we're going to get here. This could be, we're going to get another Pierce defense. Here, let's go for queen side pawn structure here. Okay, this is looking more like a King's Indian. So I'm going to play the fianchetto variation here. And let's see, he's piling up on this pawn. Let's trade. And if I trade, he will take back with the knight, I guess. I could defend it too. Pawn takes, and knight and the queen are defending it, and the queen and the bishop are attacking it. Now he's blocked that bishop. Okay, so let's just castle here. And he's got a weak pawn on e7 here. I can play rook e1 to hit it. He might just play e6. e5 I can take. Yeah, I like that. So he goes e6. And now, what can I play here? Pawn to c5 hits his queen. That doesn't accomplish anything. Knight a4 hits his queen also. Maybe I need to just shore up the c-pawn here. He might be getting pressure on the c-pawn at c-file at some point. Now the bishop is free to move. So bishop to a3, looking at the d-pawn, looks like an idea. And then maybe that would support the idea of c5 too. So bishop a3 now. This is still defended. Yeah, I mean, my rook probably wants to be on the c-file, so getting the bishop off makes sense. And I mean, I could have put it on b7 here, trying to put the bishop opposite his bishop and get it traded off. But I can just defend along this c-file here. This pawn is still defended. Well, I see my opponent has slowed down and started to think. Okay, so he hits the knight and he hits the bishop. So I guess I am going to have to drop back with the bishop. The knight defends the a-pawn here, so I'm okay. Maybe queen up to d2 to defend the knight and the bishop. His queen is loose there, so there might be tricks. Say queen here, knight here, queen takes, knight there, check, king moves. It doesn't really gain anything. Okay, do I want to do anything about this pawn push here? Maybe just defend the knight. So it's knight to d5 to e7 check is sometimes a trick you can play in positions like this. Okay, so he wants to trade on c5, open up the b file, and maybe triangulate, get some pressure on the bishop. So let's take here, close down that b file now that his rook has moved to the a file. I mean, close down the b file now that his rook has moved there. So yeah, he's got to take back with the pawn. And now knight here, queen takes, knight here check, king moves, and I take the queen back. And my knight's just stranded there. It's not really doing anything. So maybe B or D. Well, if I play D5, he will play E5, I guess. Let's lift up that pawn and maybe get in B4 here, kicking the queen back. And I can get some pressure on the B pawn now. Okay, so he's going to grab on grab the pawn here. So I can take the B pawn. Oh, I can't take the B pawn. It's defended by the rook now. My queen is loose. Let's drop back somewhere. Where's a good place? I don't want to trade queens here. I want to put my queen somewhere. Yeah, probably protecting the bishop is a good idea, so the knight's free to move. And maybe rook here harassing his queen. Try to pick up one of these loose pawns over here in the center. Yeah, I have the bishop pair in this position. That's one advantage I have. But I don't know if that's worth a whole lot at this point. Let's see. If I move this knight, then I can play rook to C6 there, hitting his queen. So yeah, maybe knight. Yeah, knight there is not so great, huh? That blocks the bishop, kind of defeats the purpose of what I was trying to do. Okay, so what else? Rook here. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Okay, just exposing the bishop on the long diagonal. After the trade of bishops, I'm going to follow with rook c6. Try and get some pressure on the pawns over here. Bring my knight back to D4, I guess. I have a weak pawn here on A3, so this is a problem for me as well. Okay, Corby, what's your plan? But, okay, so he doesn't, oh, he blocks that, okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's trade this off. And, I'm just going to double rooks here. Oh yeah, he's got a nice square for that knight there. That's too bad. Okay, it's on a light square, so I can't ever... oh, yeah, I can contest it with my bishop. That's true. Okay, let's get my knight to a good square. Yep, he's going to try and bring his other knight in. Okay. He's got knight to D2 when he wants to play it. But I don't see that that does a whole lot. He's got either knight to e3, so he could do a sacrifice one knight and get another knight there kind of thing. That shouldn't really work. Okay, so let's defend the a-pawn. Yeah, this is going to be tricky, huh? Yeah, so he's preparing to double. I thought maybe he could just put his queen over there immediately. This gives me time to get a knight in play here, and then do this kind of trick here. So I take the knight, he takes, I take the rook, he takes, and then I can grab this pawn, right? But he's left with this outside pawn here. So probably still good. Probably still good for black. I didn't take there. Okay, he wants to try and keep all the pawns. Let's see. I can grab a pawn here, and I can retreat the bishop. Can I attack anything with the bishop? Attack something with the knight. It's funny, there's no great attacking moves with those pieces. So knight here. He has to choose whether he wants the bishop or the knight. I would probably take the bishop here, but I guess he has to look to see if I have any clever knight tricks. Yeah, there's not a knight fork, unfortunately. Knight here to here. Well, let's see what we can get going anyway. I need to do something with that knight. Try and get some activity. Maybe if I can get something to the back rank here. If he decides to lift his rook off the back rank. So I could go check here. I could go here with the queen. I mean, here with the knight to hit the queen. Or here. Going for the the old f6 square. Also threatening a fork. Oh, but the knight and the queen have got that covered, so the fork is not really there. I could kick the knight and then fork if he doesn't do anything about it. Unfortunately for me, he's starting to move a little bit more slowly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's kick the knight and fork the fork the rook.
Check.
And the king. And see if I get mated over here.
Check.
Yeah, he can do that. So I'm a piece up after all of that. piece for 2 pawns. But it's a queen and a knight. A dangerous combination. Those 2 pawns are very dangerous too. Yeah, so he grabs this diagonal. That's good, so I can't check easily. And now let's
server announcement.
Let's see, here. I guess here the queen can just take it. He has a check here against my king, but the knight's actually guarding that square at the moment. And if he pushes his pawn forward, then suddenly I have a check over here again. Bit of a tricky position, and I'll just try and bring my queen into e7 here and coordinate with the knight on f7. And I might have to settle for a perpetual at some point, because my king is a bit exposed over here. I had to push that pawn forward to win material. I mean, I was in bad shape, so it was probably a good trade-off for me in any case, but let's see. Just see what happens. If he pushes the a pawn forward, I'll take the c pawn, hitting the queen and the pawn simultaneously. Okay, so he goes there. Looking at my f-pawn. Now let's see. So if I play queen to e7, he has a check here. And the king moves, and then he has a check here. King moves. Yeah, it's probably getting very close to perpetual, but like I said, I may have to just settle for that. And if he brings his queen back to defend...
Check.
Yeah, he goes there with the check right away. Okay. I'm just going here. And then he goes there. Okay. Ah, I see. He's guarded the he's guarded the pawn, and he's still controlling this diagonal enough that I can't move my queen in. But I can play this.
Check.
The king goes to g8. There's knight here check. It's a trick winning the queen. Let's see. Pawn here check. Queen here check. Before I play that, queen here check is a very forcing move. The king can't go back, can't come forward, so he has to play pawn up. So after that, what do I play? Queen here check, pawn up. Or do I want to go queen here check? The king has to come forward. Pawn here check. Queen here check. I gotta move.
Check.
Wish I had time to figure this out. Yeah, so pawn up check.
Check.
He can't take the pawn on g4 because of the knight fork. So he goes there. Queen can come around this way with check.
Check.
And well, maybe I'll get him. We'll see. He can go to e5 there, I guess. e4 is mate, but e5 looks like he escapes there. This is mate, right?
Check.
Or it's mate or loses the queen.
check.
Like that. Cool. Well, it's nice to get a win in such a difficult circumstance.
Black resigns. Announcement.
Okay, well, that's what you call pulling a rabbit out of the hat. I'll upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.